At Momentum, we know that success breeds success. So we are proud to help build the momentum of every woman's journey to success. We call it Womentum, because the momentum you generate is formidable. And when we join forces, our momentum is unstoppable. Womentum, here for every woman's journey to success.
Hi, I'm Tata Moagi, and I'm a farmer all the way from Limpopo, and I've recently started farming in Cape Town, actually.
Hello, my name is Akona Makalima. I am a FIFA referee. I started refereeing about 10 years ago.
That's amazing. I've actually never met a female referee. So I've seen you on TV, but I've never met one. So I feel like this is an awesome experience to be around someone else. But how did you start your journey? What made you decide, okay, I want to be a referee? Because I'm just looking at you, you're young looking, and I thinking growing up, we didn't really have much examples. So I'm just trying to think, how did you start?
So Toto, I started refereeing, I think it was, like I said, 10 years ago, but I stopped playing. I used to play soccer, but because I'm coming from the Eastern Cape, so in the Eastern Cape, we really didn't have a lot of development for female soccer teams. So when I finished school, competition was there. So when I finished school, graduated, I started working, and now competition was no longer there because when I was at school, we would compete with other colleges and all of that. Now I'm working. I cannot compete anymore. When I decided that I'm leaving football, then South African Football Association came and said, we are looking for female referees. I took that opportunity, I ran away with it, and I am here now.
Well, speaking about opportunities, I feel that we have some similarities in our stories to say that you might not necessarily have grown up saying, I want to be this particular person, but grabbing opportunities. In my personal story, I grew up in Johannesburg. I literally had no connection I didn't have a grandfather who was living on a farm. Like you explained to me when you grew up, you were living on a farm. You know, I was pure city girl, but I saw opportunities in agriculture, and that is what attracted me. And I said, I want to do this. And I moved to a rural town and I started farming. And I get a lot of questions to say, how did you start? And I think, like you just hit on the nail to say, just grabbing the opportunities at hand and just literally running with it and seeing where it goes. And here I am, 7 years later, and I've accomplished so much that I'm so proud of. Well, I'm actually loving the subtopic of this season, I am unstoppable. And I feel that last year when I started and I met with the Momentum campaign, and I met all these amazing ladies. I mean, there were some ladies who were in higher echelons and positions within Momentum. There were some ladies from the sports fraternity, some from science. You know, I was from the farming side. And it really inspired me to say that achieving something is not age bound. That's the first thing. All those women there were passionate, but they were professional. They were articulate, and basically they were unstoppable. And for me, being a farmer, I've had to grow very thick skin in terms of resilience. Yes, it is a male-dominated industry, especially in the commercial side. But when you look at the whole value chain, you realize how many women are already in agriculture, using agriculture to feed their children, their grandchildren. It's just a matter is that we just don't have enough examples or faces, people that, you know, you can look like you, that you can go to them and say, how do you do it, you know? And for me, my journey has been interesting because since the previous season, I've said I've just run with my business. I mean, I started a consulting business, and then this is my second year in it, and I've just decided to just take everything by the hands and start helping other agricultural enterprises to be able to unlock the value. Because I see a lot of women, they come to me, they WhatsApp me, they DM me on social media, and they're like, Tato, how do you do it? And I'll just say to them, start. And then they start, and then they want to know, okay, fine, what are the next steps? And that's how I started my consultancy business, to say, let me help other people who are as passionate as I am, who want to go into the industry, let me help them, give them the blueprints to going forward. But speaking on blueprints, how are you, helping other women or guiding other women to say, this is my story, you can also do it?
Tata, you know what? What I really like these days is that I have opened an opportunity, or I have opened a lot of girls' eyes or people to see that in refereeing there's absolutely nothing you cannot do, or in sports there's absolutely nothing you cannot do. If you want to be a player, you can do it and make it your best. So now what I do, I have a baby that I call the interrefs. So interrefs in short, but the full name is international referees, because everybody aspire to be an international referee. So I am doing that program under an umbrella of SheRef, Her Legacy. So I want to be remembered for that. I go around the communities inspiring other women who wants to be refereeing, whether you are in sports or out of sports. So that's basically what I am currently doing. And I mentor young girls. We give equipment out, because when I started refereeing, there would be things that I would see, but I'm never exposed to. Like, you would see hurdles, you don't know what you're going to do with the hurdles. You would see agility poles, you don't know what other exercises you can do with the agility poles. So I feel like if people, or if young girls can be given all those opportunities, be exposed to all the equipment that they need, that will be better. So that is basically what I do. So Tato, tell me, what do you attribute your success to?
Wow. Well, I know a lot of people say passion, but I think it's literally hard work. Waking up every day and making a decision about how am I going to contribute in society is what I attribute my success to. I didn't look at going into agriculture as a career because purely I wanted to just make money. I thought, I want to go into this, how can I make money for my community? How can I build a sustainable business that is going to last when I am gone? And that's how I literally shaped my business. And it is hard, there is quicker ways of doing things, People expect, if you're going to go into agriculture, you're going to get handouts, you're going to get grants, people are going to come with you with money. And I found it to be the opposite. I applied for land, I applied for grants, I didn't get anything, but I had to put in the hard work. I had to now step out of my comfort zone, become articulate, and start making friends and partners with people in agriculture. Actually work with men who are, the age of my grandfather, but humbling myself in front of them and, learning and how they do their things. So I literally attribute my success to, pure dedication, hard work, and literally making sure that you're mentally prepared for whatever comes your way, because there'll be a hurdle. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. We speak about the barriers that women face in any industry, and for me, I feel that we shouldn't just feel like we're unique, we're women. There's going to be challenges. We have to face them head on, and we can't hide behind the fact that, we previously disadvantaged, or I'm black, or I am a woman, or I'm young.
Entitled to get 1, 2, 3.
If you want it, you have to go for it, I don't know, what barriers did you face in your industry?
Darling.
It's a deep question, right?
Yay! A lot. Number one, being a female referee in a male-dominated field, you constantly have to prove yourself that you belong there. And you constantly have to prove it to yourself, to the world, to the football fraternity, that I didn't just wake up and be a referee. I have technical stuff that I have to pass. I have fitnesses that I have to pass. So I needed to shut down, turn down the volume of negativity and just focus on myself. And also I have to, like I've said, that I have to switch down the volume of negativity. Remember, it has never been that there is a referee with my structure. So all the times when I come, I needed to prove myself that I can pass, I can officiate. The same book that I'm reading with the guys is the same book that they read in UEFA, and we are all tested the same thing. I run the same test with them, I officiate with the same rules, but they will look at my body and say, we think that you are too much of a girl than you are a referee. And tell me, how does that supposed to make me feel? And there was a time I felt like really I need to stop refereeing because I don't belong here. And sometimes they would look at my nails. Are you sure you are not attracting attention to yourself when you are having colorful nails like that? Or maybe your shorts are too tight, or look at your bum, you are too big, or something like that. And there was a time, all the times when I'm going to run the fitness test or when I'm in Africa, you know, I am a South African and completely my structure is different from almost a lot of match officials. And then when I come there, they will always look at me, you need to lose weight, you need to do that. So much that I started to hate myself. I started to doubt myself. I started to say, you know what, maybe really I don't belong here. I remember almost 3 consecutive years, all the times when I have to go out of the country, maybe on an elite A, I would cry before the fitness test because somebody could have said something that is going to pull me down or something that will make me doubt myself. But I thank God because mentally, I am very strong. And I remember, I think I was in Djibouti, when I told myself that you are not going to cry. All the times when somebody says something negative to you, you need to rise above that. So I told myself that, you know what, you are beautiful, you love yourself, and you are one of the fittest referees among these referees. So go there, prove yourself. Feed yourself, feed your mind with everything that cheers you up, with everything that validates you. So that is what I am at. And trust me, after that, I have never enjoyed football. This time around, like now, I am enjoying my football like I've never before. Tato, you mentioned a lot of things that there were time when you were studying your kettle, you were just the smallest girl over there, and I can assure you, people were just doubting you, and people were like, is she even serious? Maybe it's your dad's, it's not even yours. You know those things. But now, what advice would you give to those women out there who want to rise up like you did?
I think, you know, you hit it on the nail in terms of the determination going forward. But I alluded to it earlier to say just starting is what matters. You know, we tend to have this thing to say that we see something, we like it, and we're going to get it. But we don't understand the journey that takes to get there, you know, the research that you need to do, the hours that of reading, of, you know, asking people what you need to do, you know, and literally rising above all of it, you know, and preparing yourself mentally, in your terms physically, even myself physically. I mean, I work in the outdoor space. I get exposed to all the elements. I can't just wake up one day and it's raining and say, I don't want to go outside, it's cold. You know, I have to get it done. You know, I have to load the truck has to leave, there's an order. People need to eat every day, they need to eat. So I think the secret to rising above, what I'm taking from our conversation, is the determination, the hard work, the research, the shutting everything out and just doing it for yourself. I mean, the sky is the limit, is your limit. And then I wanted to find out from you, you know, we were talking earlier and you were just talking about you have to do tests, fitness tests and all of that. How do you keep up? I mean, just in terms of, you know, time management and just dealing with it, because it sounds like it's something that's very intensive, you know. How long do you see yourself in this career?
I want to go as far as going to 4 World Cups. I think I am still fit and I train very well and I eat very well and I am very cautious with what I do. And remember, for you to be the best, you have to compete with the best, or you have to see yourself as the best. So now when I look at my schedule is that if ever I want to be the best, it means I must work twice twice as much the current best. So if somebody is currently now a World Cup referee, then it means I need to look at that girl and see what is it that she's doing right. And for me, I am one person that I do not compare myself, or I don't compete, or I don't look up only to the girls. I look also to men and say, okay, there is a guy who went to 3 World Cups. What is stopping me from going to 4 World Cups? And then I'll be very critical on everything. I would plan, okay, you need to work twice. Maybe now I train twice a day. And what is it that I do? And all the times I need to improve. I watch my games. I am very critical on my games. I look at what I eat. I look at my weight. It is a lot. And also I am very, what can I say? I am very cautious with my time. That if I need to sleep, I need to sleep. I don't care if you say, Akuna, let's go out for shopping. I'm not gonna go. My rest, it means a lot. And my job, if I say this week I'm gonna maybe analyze 4 games, that is me. I don't compromise. I'm not gonna take anything less. I look at other referees so that I can improve. I look at my matches so that I can improve. And then I go out, I watch all the CAF games so that I can improve. I watch the FIFA games because I need to get all the concepts for me to be relevant. And if I'm not relevant, I'm not gonna go anywhere.